Well, it's now about 7 o'clock in the morning of October 16th, Saturday, 2021. I'm heading up to the west of Idaho Falls. I'm going to go up to the west of Mackey, Idaho, and just there's some mountains up there I've never been to before. So we'll see where I get today. It's pretty cold. I think I may wind up being held up by the snow. The snow's melted at this elevation from a few days ago when we had the first good snowstorm. But I'm going up to hopefully about 7,000 or 8,000 feet, and I might wind up getting stopped by the snow. We'll see. This is the site of the elephant hunter, where there's a lava tube near here you can go down into. I went down in there years ago. Oh well. Let's go see what we've got going on here. Well, it's about 7:30 now. Sun is supposed to come up in about 15 minutes. I'm at the 3 buttes. There's the 2 buttes here. And back that way is the Big Southern Butte. And the place where I work is actually right in the center of the screen there. You can see the snow on the mountains here. That's Saddle Mountain. I've climbed that a few years ago. I might do it again sometime. And looking back towards the east here, Idaho Falls is back that way. It's crisp and clear and cold. It's going to be a beautiful day. Now, looking back over here, most of the snow down here is melted. There's still quite a bit of snow. The snow looks like it starts at about 8,000 feet. Well, I'm going to head right back into those mountains, right back there. Let's see what we can find. Well, it's about 10 minutes to late now, and I'm just a few miles from Arco, just passing the site, and the sun is just coming up. Just barely peeking over the mountains. Oh, it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous day. That's looking back towards the north. This is the Lost River area. There's the sun rising in the east. I'll be passing through Arco here in a few minutes, which is has the, oh, what are you doing? I have an abandoned cat. Oh, really? Really? I don't want a cat. All right, I'm not gonna leave you here to starve. Somebody abandoned a young cat out here in the middle of nowhere. All right, you. I will check back here on my way back to town. If you're still here, I will give you a ride to town. All right. I don't want a cat, though. Well, it appears that someone's abandoned a half-grown kitten out here in the middle of nowhere. It's miles and miles to the nearest home from here. I put it in the, I put the cat in the center over here where it's warm. And if she's still here whenever I come back, I'll pick her up, take her to town with me. We'll see. I just can't see. I don't want a cat. I don't really care for cats, but I'm certainly not going to leave it here to freeze to death and starve. All right. I'm going to go do my exploring, and I'll check back by here on my way home. Well, it's a little bit past 8:30 now. The sun's up and it's a beautiful morning, breezy and about 30 degrees. I'm just turning off the main highway and heading up to a place I've never been before, up Antelope, I don't know, whatever they call it. Anyway, heading up towards Copper Basin. Beautiful morning out here. Right up towards those mountains there is Mackey, Idaho. Some of the highest points in Idaho are up in those mountains right there. So let's head up, follow this camper up here and see what is up this Antelope Valley. Well, I'm heading farther up Antelope Creek Road. I think Copper Basin is somewhere up in those mountains there. Some interesting terrain up here. Little ranch right over there with cattle, just like a giant rock sticking right up in the middle of their field. Oh, it's fascinating terrain this is. Anyway, I'm hoping this road will take me somewhere up in those snowfields up there. I'll find out. Well, here we are at a turnoff that I believe goes to Copper Basin. We'll see where we go from here. Being about 9:30 in the morning. Wow. Apparently there's some camping areas near here. I still haven't gotten to Copper Basin yet, but there's a nice flat area out here that looks like it's a very popular place for a hunting camp. I'm assuming these are hunters up here. I think it's, I'm not sure what season it is, but I know it's part of the hunting season now. Wow. Anyway, hopefully I'll be heading back up into those mountains there. You know, I don't know if I want to necessarily kill anything, but I'd sure love to just hang out here and be part of the experience. Well, this is the Bear Creek Summit, about 7,500 feet. Nice. Back down in this valley here is where I saw all the hunters. I'm assuming they're hunting elk or antelope. Beautiful mountains up here. Now I get to go down into this valley and see if I can get through the mountains on the other side. I think I can get all the way through to the other side of Mackey Reservoir. Well, this is the place to be on a Saturday morning. My wife thinks I'm kind of nuts for getting up at like before 6 in the morning so I could be out here for the sunrise. But it's worth every hour I'm not in bed. This is the place to be on a Saturday morning. Not in bed, not mowing grass, not in a mall, just out here. Loving it. Well, let's see what else I can see today. Well, it's about 11:15 now, and I think this is where I'm gonna call it good for the tracker and go ahead on foot. I might or might not make it through that little snowdrift there, but if I slide or tilt, it's a long dang way down. If I'm not hurt, dang sure I'll be walking out of here. So I think I'll stop right here and see if I can walk up to that summit. Cool. Just my instincts tell me that I should not try that. Oh well. So I'm gonna go ahead on foot and just see where I go. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. I think I'm about 8,000 feet. My car is back there behind a snowdrift. I was afraid to go over it, afraid if I slid a little bit, I'd slide right off that ravine and go down there, and there'd be no recovering my vehicle, assuming I got out of it in one piece. So I am hiking up this trail, road actually, it's my old mining road, up to that pass, and then I'm going to try to hike to the top of that mountain right there. We should be about 9,500 or so. We'll find out. Here I go. So, just standing here, I swear I can hear insects. I don't know why, this cold as it is. Might be just ringing in my ears from the elevation. This is wonderful. Gosh, I'm loving this. All right. And look at that view out there. Oh my gosh. I could see the Grand Teton from here. Isn't that crazy? That's like over 100 miles, 150 miles away. Maybe 200. Wow. All right. And away we go. All right, it's about 11:30 now. I'm leaving the road. It was a good thing I left the vehicle back where I did, back behind that ridge. The road's getting worse and worse, to where it's even hard to walk on, let alone drive on. So I'm leaving the road here and heading up this mountain on foot. Oh my goodness, what a view. Look at that. Yeah, I gotta go up here. Watch out for falling snow. Gotta go up through that snow bank and to that mountain right on the other side of that one. We'll see how that works. So, anyway, I'm feeling really good now. I hope I'm feeling good once I get out of here. This is so worth it. Well, I got up to that first ridge. I'm still going to try to get up there. But now I have a view of Copper Basin. I don't think I'm going to get there today. It looks like someone could get up from the opposite direction. I might have to give that a try before nightfall. Maybe, or maybe wait till next spring. Oh gosh, this is gorgeous. I still want to get up to the top of that one, the highest point I can find. Oh wow, it is the most beautiful day, and it is cold. I had to shed my shirt, roll up my sleeves climbing, but right now I'm getting cold again in this wind. Hunter's down there in a truck. Well, I'm definitely coming back up here next spring. This would be a great place to just hang out for a while and four-wheel or climb. Oh well. So here I am at the top of a ridge here. I'm gonna try to get up there. But even if I only got this far, it was worth every step. Wow. All right. Now to put on my jacket and continue climbing. I'm getting cold now. Well, here's the view at 9,300 feet. This is higher. I feel like I'd be higher than this, but I guess I'm just tired and out of shape. So if I'm at 9,300 feet, that must be about 10,000. I'm going to see if I can safely traverse to that peak, and that'll be enough, I think, for the day. Well, it's about 1:45 in the afternoon now. I'm at the high point here, but it's only 9,650 feet. I think that's high enough today. Wading through the snow waist deep makes it a whole lot harder. I want to come back next summer maybe spend the night in the basin and climb up to that peak there, which is probably about 10.5 at least. What a view! Woo! Wow. May not be 11 or 12,000 feet up, but this is a heck of a view. I guess I'll have to come back next summer and maybe camp out in the basin and just explore these mountains around here after the snow melts. Out and outrageous! Look at that distance. Must be able to see 200 miles, although we are getting a little bit of fog. Wow. Well, I think that's high enough. I'm going to see if I can work my way back to my vehicle and maybe head to near Mackey if I can get out of here. Wow. I sunk down about waist deep in the snow trying to get over that area over there, but it was worth it. Anyway, I'm going to head out now. Well, at least start heading back to my car. It's at least just downhill. You know, it's just a couple minutes later now. I took a few minutes to grab me a bite to eat and drink an ice cold Diet Mountain Dew. It's kind of a tradition with a lot of mountain climbers to drink a cold beer when they get to a summit, but since I don't drink beer, a cold Mountain Dew will do fine. I was noticing as I climbed up here that my knees don't hurt me at all. When my knees started giving me bad trouble earlier this year, I kind of thought this sort of thing, this part of my life might be over. I think maybe, just maybe, I might get another chance to do stuff like this for a few more years. I thank my God for that. It's good to be out here. Places like this do something to me that I can't explain. There's nobody up here that could hear me, no one who could, just nobody here, but I don't feel alone. I don't feel alone at all. Matter of fact, I feel less alone than I do in a crowd. That's really hard to explain, but I know some people get it. Anyway, I better start heading down to my vehicle before it gets too late in the day. Well, here I'm back at the level of the pass into Copper Basin. Apparently, if I can safely walk back this way, I didn't want to skirt down that slope over there again. It seemed kind of dangerous. I'll probably have to just wade through the deep snow here. Well, back here at the Bear Creek Summit, and with some of the people with their razors up here. Hey, it's such a beautiful day. I could tell all the mud got thawed out though. Got awful muddy.
The bacon in the oven.
Oh. Yep. If you look right back in the center of, right there in the center of the screen, you can see that last switchback. Before that's where I started climbing. I climbed up to that ridge. You can't even see it behind there. I don't think it's that one. I don't think I got that high, but maybe next time. Anyway, really good day. Guess I better head on back out to the highway and see what's there. Well, I'm back at that rest area I was at right close to my work where I was at sunrise. It's about 4:30 in the evening. I'm heading back towards Idaho Falls. I'm kind of glad that that kitten is not here. Somebody must have picked it up during the day and taken it with them, because there's no way it could survive out here. No food, no water, nothing within miles and miles of here. I didn't want the cat, but if it was still here, I would have picked it up. Much as I don't want it. Anyway, been a good day. But I talked with Kelly on the phone as soon as I got a cell phone signal, and she's still not doing well. Her health has been very frail, more so than usual this week. It's time for me to go home, take care of my wife. Glad I got to come out for even just a few hours. Maybe sometime I'll be able to get out for a few days, but home and family come first. I'm heading home.